guys, I'm back and today I'm going to show you this bracelet, this design. It's called GLADIATRIX and it has been designed by who else than Cap5898 on Instagram. And this is one more of her collection of the narrow design, narrow bracelets. I will show you a few pieces of hers. Not all are as narrow as Khalil, but they are all quite narrow. Even this one is also narrow. You can see this is the GLADIATRIX, this is Khalil, these two, this is Sakir, and this one is Javrez. So today it is going to be about the GLADIATRIX, and I'm going to show you how the design is constructed first. So the design is simple. Cap band, pull 2 bands under cap band, so you will end up with 6 because you need to pick up the 2 in the center. When you do, you have these 6, you take a band, pull under 3 and pick up number 2. Then you repeat the exact same thing from the other side on these 3 loops, so you will end up with 6 loops again. Here you need to take 2 loops, 2 bands, and pull them under these 6 and reclaim just the band number 1 and 6. In the following row, row number 4, the real sequence begins. You need to do some crossing, and you will be crossing the bands in the center over the neighbor bands. It means the band number 4 you will cross over these 2, and then the band number 3 over these 2. Here this step is quite fiddly and you need to be patient, and when you have these bands pulled and placed to their right place, you need to put your finger on the hook and fix them in this position, because then in the following step you need to take another band, pull under 3 and pick up the band number 1 and 3. This step will fix it a little bit, so when you will be repeating it from the other side it will be a little bit easier already. This is quite fiddly over here, but when you do, you will end up with 8 loops on your hooks, 4 here and 4 from the other side, and here you need to pull 2 bands under these 8 loops again, picking up the band number 1 and 8. And that's the end of the sequence. Then you go back to the first star, you do this, crosses, pull the loops to the sides, and then you pull the big loops through all 8 loops, picking up the band number 1 and 8. That's it. It's quite simple but very tight, and this crossing is quite fiddly. So I'm going to show you how to do it, how to make it. So let's start. I will start with the cap band. I'll make it black, and I'll pull 2 bands under the cap band, and I will be using the same color scheme like on the card. It means the pink and white, and you need to keep the order of these bands, so the white will be between the pink loops. If you decide to use the same color for these 2 bands, make sure they don't switch places like this, because if they are the same color you will never see if it is like this or as it should be. That's why I'm using different colors for this step. So the white is in the center, pink loops are on the sides. And now I'm going to pull a band under these. Sorry, I forgot to pick up the cap band like this. So now I'm going to use the black band to pull it under the 3 and pick up the band number 2. Pick up the band number 2, it means the white one, because I'm going to pull the band under these 3 like this, and then I will pick up the white. Then I turn the hook around and do the same from the other side. Don't lose the order. Take the black, pull under 3 and pick up the white, then close. At this stage it is a little bit loose, so be patient here. When you have these 6 loops on your hook, you need to pull the same 2 colors, pink and white, over here. So I take pink and white again, and I pull it under these 6 loops. My hook is quite small for this step, so excuse me if these bands will fall off my hook. I did it. So I need different order. I need the pink to be in the bottom, it means from the outside. Like this, and the white in the inside. This is the correct order, and I need to pick up the band number 1 and 6, which means this border ones. This and close. So I have pink on the outside, then white, and then black. And now this is going to be the tricky point. I need to take the band number 4 and pull it over the loop number 2 and 3, which means this one, this black, needs to be pulled over these 2. You see, like this, and the other black needs to be pulled over this white over here. You may pull the white loops a little bit so that they stick out a little bit, not to lose them. This is the difficult, tricky point, but if you are patient, you can do that. So this is what you should have. You see? Put your finger on it, not to lose the order, because now you are going to work with 3 loops only. So you take the black, pull under 3 and pick up 1 and 3. So if I pull under these 3, I will pick up pink and white. So I pull under these 3 and pick up white and pink, then close, maybe to pull the black a little bit more. And here on the other side I will do the same, but first I need to push the bracelet on the other side of my hook. Try not to lose the order. Put your finger on it to fix it in the correct place, and then take the black, pull it under these 3 and pick up the white and pink, and then close. Maybe pull this black ends a little bit, like this. And that's the end of the row number 5, and in the row number 6 you need to pull these 2 bands through all 8 loops again. So again, in this order, the pink is in the bottom, the white is on top of it, and then I pull them carefully through all 8 loops. They switch the places meanwhile, so I need to fix that first. White should be on the top of the pink. So we have pink and white pulled through 8 loops, and now we need to pick up the band number 1 and 8, these border black ones, like this, and close it off. Don't lose the order. The pink ones should be on the outside, the black ones should be in the inside, and in between them white loops like this. This is the end of the sequence, and now I'm going back to row number 4 where the sequence begins, and I need to do this crossing thing. Here, be careful again, because you need to do these crosses from the same side. So here you need to take this one and cross it over these 2 loops, and then take this black and cross it over this one white, or here, so that the whites are in the center and blacks are here, like this. And take care that the top cross loop goes in the same direction, so that it looks pretty. So when you have done this, we are going to work with first 3 loops first. Put your finger on it, take a band, pull under 3, pick up 1 and 3. Pull under 3, pick up 1 and 3 and close, like this. And then on the other side it's going to be the same. So you take a band, pull under these 3, don't lose the order, the black should be in between pink and white, then pick up white and pink and close. And that's it. That's the end of row number 5. Now in row number 6 you just take pink and white and pull under all 8 loops, picking up the loop number 1 and 8. And repeat it over and over until your bracelet is long enough to close it off. And how to close it, I can see this loop is a little bit loose over here. Like this. You need to fix it if it happens to you, so that it is symmetrical and neat. So what I recommend to finish the bracelet when you, I don't know actually how I did that. I did that after I had finished row number 6, because at this point you have the least loops on your hook, it means 6. Here you have 8 and it's quite thick. So in the following step, when you have pulled these 2 loops under the 8, picking up the band number 1 and 8, you have only 6 loops on your hook, and at this point you take a band and just pull it under these 6 loops, and then you attach a C-clip on it. That's it. This design is quite tight and beginning and end look neat, so you don't need to fix it with anything else, just to attach the C-clip to the cup end, and that's it. So this is the beautiful Gladiatrix. You might need to fix it a little bit in the end, because these middle bands, these white ones over here, might not look very even. So what you need to do when the bracelet is done, you just take needle or a hook with a very small tip, and you just take these 2 and do this, so that you pull them evenly and it looks neater, and they are visible the same way all along the bracelet. With some designs, the final adjustment of the tension of some loops is important, and this is one of those bracelets. You need to do this. one by one, but then it looks pretty and neat. You see these few sequences I fixed and they look prettier than the other that are not adjusted. So you just go along your bracelet into this to reach the even look. Alright, so this is Gladiatrix, designed by Cap5898, and please don't forget to tag her and me to your renditions posted on Instagram. And if you decide to post your pictures anywhere in the internet, don't forget to hashtag the keywords Gladiatrix bracelet and Cap5898 to your renditions. Thank you so much. Goodbye.